Welcome back to Euro Review. I'm Ash, as last time, same person, crazy. I'm here with Evren, of course. Say hello.
Hi, it's me, Evren. I think I'm the same. I'm not quite sure. Um,
Yeah.
right, but welcome to the second episode, and also the second episode of the thing we're doing, which is a look back on Eurovision 2025.
Okay, so I'll go through the premise of the episode again because might as well.
That's a
So
podcast.
yeah, that's what the podcast's for. So we're going to go through the second half of the Eurovision 2025 songs. We're doing this alphabetically. So last time we reached up to Ireland, and from this point we're going from Italy onwards. And it is important to mention that we won't be covering Israel on this podcast due to the ongoing genocide in Gaza. Um, so with that out of the way, the first song we need to talk about is Italy, which was Volevo essere un duro by Lucio Corsi.
Do you want to answer for your crimes just really quick?
What for?
Not liking this song.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm baby.
Yeah. Grown ass bitch,
I'm
by the way.
sorry. I don't get it. I never got it. Like, I mean, it's grown on me a bit, but still, I don't get it. I'm sorry.
I don't understand why not. It's a really good song. Like, he's a nice singer. He seems like a sweetheart. And it was just well performed. It was a simple but good performance. It was a nice song with a nice message that, I could relate to and all. So maybe I'm a little biased, but
Yeah, no, I
it's a
don't
good song,
disagree
I
with
think.
any of that. Like, I never quite clicked for me. It's not a slight on the song. It's not a slight on Lucio. He's a very good performer. It's nice to see live instrumentation at Eurovision for once.
Yeah,
But I don't know. I couldn't quite like it didn't quite mesh with me.
yeah, I get that. But what I do want to mention is that the song did really, really well. I think better than most people expected it to.
Yeah, I can get the exact numbers up. Sorry, on the okay. So on the Eurovision World website, I'm currently seeing an ad for "Am I Autistic?" quiz, which I think if you're on the Eurovision World website,
The answer is
um,
yes.
the answer is most likely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Italy came fifth with 256 points, which is really, really good. Oh, Greece came sixth. I didn't realize that.
Oh, Jesus. That's
Sorry,
good.
I hadn't looked at the actual full statistics because I kind of just had that sigh of relief when Austria won, and I wasn't looking at anything else. Um,
Yeah, I think the entirety of Europe had like a sigh of relief in that moment.
as I think I've made this joke before, but we were all Austrian in those
Yeah.
5 minutes, and you made the joke that someone tried to do that once.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think what helped the song perform were the subtitles with the meaning because I can't
Mhm.
speak for everyone, but I always take a little bit before I Google the song and like see, okay, what's the meaning? What are the words? What's the situation? What's the happening? And I think if you have a good song with good lyrics and everything, and then you translate those lyrics into English so that like almost everyone will understand it, I think that just resonates more with the people, you know?
No, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not for. I've seen some people advocate for putting subtitles on all songs. I don't think that's necessary, but I think when there's things like this where it's like a very deep, very artistic meaning towards the words, having subtitles be an option is good, and it's good to see Italy taking the lead on that. And I hope we see it more in the future.
Imagine like with a song like Latvia, for example, lyrics in that song, like a song that is like in its lyrics kind of repetitive, I think that would take away from the performance.
Yeah.
So maybe not for everyone.
Speaking of Latvia, our next song is Latvia.
Is it
Uh,
actually? I didn't even do that on purpose.
with Tautomeitas, Burman Laimi.
I'll let you take the lead. Yeah.
I love them. I love them more than anything else in the entire world. Please, please, please. No, like the song is amazingly powerful. It's extremely simple, but in a way that the way that the ambient music in the background grows, and I have no words. I can't formulate this into a sentence that makes sense. But if you get the vibe of the song, you understand how it resonates with you, and you understand how it just really Like, there's no song like it in Eurovision, not for these last couple of years at least. And I'm so happy that we've seen something like this. And I'm so happy it qualified.
I'm all for the pagan madness, I really thought that I think this was 2022 Philen by France.
Rob.
We were doing that. My voice crack was horrible. France. I was trying to do. I was halfway between saying it normally and the France.
Yeah.
No, I personally am of the opinion that Philen in 2022 was absolutely horribly robbed.
Mhm.
And I generally think we should see more like songs with a little bit of a pagan vibe to them at Eurovision. Not everyone. I generally don't think everyone should be doing the same thing at Eurovision because then it gets fucking boring. But
Absolutely.
it would be cool to see more of this flavor of song. Like, one every year maybe.
Yeah. I think having a diverse array of different parts of each culture at Eurovision is important. Because when we get cultural songs, they're either sad, slow, mourning ballads, basically, or they're crazy party Jacko. Nothing wrong with
Oh,
Jacko. I love Jacko.
I love
It's a good
Jacko.
song. But at the same time, if everyone does that, which we've sort of seen happen this year, it ends up just weighing on you because every song feels okay. They're all okay. Because getting 20 of them, they take away from each other.
Yeah, this year was very heavy on ballads and even heavy on party songs.
Yeah. They were the only
Everyone
two
was so
genres.
everyone was so crazy and loud this year.
Yeah, I think we needed it. But
Yeah.
like I would like a bigger diversity of song genres at Eurovision next year.
Me too, me too.
Okay, so on to our next country, which is Lithuania, Katasis, Tavlakis, which is one of the songs that is a different genre from the rest.
Yes, which is also what helped make it qualify, I think. Which I
Mhm.
also didn't see coming.
No, absolutely not. But big Lithuanian diaspora, and the song managed to carve out a niche for itself with weirdos and rocker dads, and that works.
Yeah, the song just has this really oppressing sadness to it, I think. Like, I think it's capturing a specific sort of sadness that
Mhm.
is like you don't see that often at something like Eurovision. Like even then the sad songs are usually like, ballads and they are usually like one of two flavors. And this song is like so honestly sad and kind of desperate. And it's really distracting me that the lead singer looks like German streamer Papa Platte.
No, I agree. Like, Davlakis was something that I didn't see coming this year at all. I didn't see anything like this happening at Eurovision, and it's really good. Like, it's amazing to see this different style of music make it at Eurovision. It came 16th as well, which is a lot better than I thought it would do. I mean, I didn't expect it to
Really good.
qualify, as you said,
I
but
didn't expect it to qualify, yeah.
no, I'm just the absolute power of that song and the emotional weight of it in a way that feels so alien to a lot of Western Europeans. Like that
Yeah.
style of music isn't present in our culture very much.
I was gonna say there's a sadness in the song that you can only achieve by being Eastern European.
Yeah, no, like I don't think a Western European country would send something like this. I don't think a
Yeah,
Western European country has many artists that sound like it.
not
Um,
really.
but
And
it's
if they do, then the people from the performing the song are usually Eastern Europeans.
yeah, it's like the specific brand of brutalist post-punk where it is formed as a product of the environment. One of the only cities I can think of that really has a music scene like that in Western Europe is my city, Birmingham. But Birmingham,
Birmingham.
indeed. But Birmingham also has a lot of the post-punk brutalist aesthetics of a lot of very dilapidated buildings, a lot of alcoholism.
I remember my aunt went on a trip to England recently, and I told her, "Oh, you gotta go to Birmingham. Birmingham was really nice because it's the only city I've spent a lot of time in because of you." And I remember the day after my aunt was in Brum, she she called me and was like, "Man, that was miserable. Why did you tell me to go there?"
Because fun. The best
It's
place in the entire world.
fun. Yes.
But yeah, anyway, on to our next song, which is Luxembourg, La Poupée monte le son by Laura Thorne.
Ooh. This song.
Ooh.
Ooh. This song's kind of well, I thought it was kind of mediocre at first.
Yeah,
No,
no.
I remember it was also one of the first songs that
Hmm.
came out.
Yeah.
I remember watching the national final, and there were a few okay songs. None that really struck me. This was one of them that I thought was just okay, and it qualified, whatever. And then as the other songs started coming out, the song just grew off me more and more. Until the final performance, where it really got me again, because it was just like this song and performance that I thought was just okay, refined to a level where I thought, yeah, this is pretty good.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the staging is what really made that song. I never disliked La Poupée monte le son, and I thought it was. I mean, I always thought it was good. I wanted Luzak to win, but that's a me thing.
Yeah, it's like me with Germany.
Yeah, but no, the song. I've had a couple months after it came out where I was like, "Ew, is it good? Do I like it because it's good, or do I like it because it's the only Eurovision song out?"
I do also think it would have been nice to get the evil version that she released.
Oh,
Was it?
absolutely. That would have been so fun.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, in the upcoming weeks of Eurovision, the artists will usually release like an alternative version of their song. Most of the time, it's just like an acoustic cover or something.
Mhm.
Um, this one was like really like weird and dark and kind of more electric, I think.
Yeah, I mean, the song is now out on Spotify if you want to listen to it. It's called Poupée électrique. If you
Coupe
can spell
électrique.
French, spell French. If not, open Spotify and have a look.
If you can't spell French, I'm really sorry, but
Yeah. Okay, listen. Why would you be sorry for someone not being able to speak French? Is that not a blessing?
no, I said if you can.
Oh, okay.
Slow day today, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Slow in my head, maybe. Um,
Yeah, yeah, that's the joke I was making. I see
oh,
that I'm hit the fucking nail on the head.
you couldn't script this, kids.
You can script this, kids. You can
Because
do
we
it.
don't. Uh, okay, so I don't have anything else to add here. So next song is Malta, Serving by Mariana Conte. Mariana
Mm,
Conte.
mm. Let me tell you about the song. Let me speak. Let me speak. This song was really, really, really nice. I liked it a lot. I remember, I think it was the only song at the Maltese national final that I really liked.
Mhm.
Like all the other ones was just like, eh. And this one was just like immediately grabbed me. I think it's really fun. It's really nice. She has a really nice voice as well. Like at that last part, especially.
Uh-huh.
Um, and it had like just a bit of like queer campiness to it that I really appreciate.
It was in sort of a short supply this year as well. There was such a very gay contest, and there were a lot of gay people in this contest this year. There was just this lack of
For the
cuntiness.
yeah, for the 69th Eurovision Song Contest, this song contest was like incredibly heterosexual.
Yeah, we had three cunty songs, and one of them was by a man who is currently assumed to be straight. Um, I'm not. No one's assuming his sexuality, as you
Yeah,
shouldn't.
yeah.
Yeah, because we're
But it's Pride
mature
Month,
and
so
adult.
gay.
Yeah, because it's Pride Month, so he's gay. Did you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can be for the boys just for this 1 month. Okay.
Yeah, just for this 1 month.
Okay, Tally XCX. I'll take it from here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to welcome our first guest on the podcast, Charlie XC.
Lads,
Coming on
that's
this
gonna be
janky ass show to talk about Eurovision.
amazing. Yeah, no. I don't know what to say about the song that you haven't said. Like, it was great. It was just this amazingly unapologetically queer and camp and just gorgeous song. And she's a gorgeous woman, and I love
Oh
her.
my god. Mirana Conte, please come to my house and, let's link some carabiners, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway,
No, she's an absolute legend as well because she, going on to the fan scene, has been so active and so amazing to everyone. I've not seen a single negative thing said about her. Like, she's amazing. I love you, Mariana Conte.
yeah, we could have
Can
needed
I
some
ask?
like
Can I ask her if she's listening somehow? Mariana, honey, why didn't you change the song to "Serving Conte"?
it's about sending a message. Still
Like,
served cunt despite not saying cunt.
I mean, the staging was serving cunt.
She was serving cunt, her dancers were serving cunt, everything was serving cunt except for the
The
song.
censored
Because it
vagina
was
on the
just
back
serving.
screen was serving cunt.
Yeah, I like the giant vagina on the screen.
Oh, it was great. Oh, it was perfect. Thank God for Mariana Conte.
Amen.
Okay, up next, which is a really sad song to follow this because I'm gonna have to change my tone a bit. It is Dobrodošli for Montenegro by Nina Zizic. And it's
Ah,
like, oh, I'm so sorry to her for her live performance. Everyone has terrible
yeah.
days. Um, and I know she's probably not heard the end of it for
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's like you can't help it. Everyone gets unlucky sometimes.
Yeah. It's unfortunate because she's clearly a very talented singer,
Yeah.
But, one slip up and kind of taints the rest of the performance. Like,
Mhm.
I wouldn't mind it, but like obviously in a singing contest, if you mess up your singing,
Yeah. Like
eh.
I mean, I really quite liked Dobrodošli. I didn't originally, but the song grew on me over time because it's quite a simple, powerful ballad. It
Yeah.
is the textbook Balkan ballad, but it's quite well executed.
Oh yeah. I don't think something that's, you know, perhaps a bit simple is necessarily bad if it's executed well.
I mean, I'm a bit simple.
There you are. Anyway.
Um, so I don't have anything to say here. The song is good. It's simple. I do not understand why they dressed her in a sanitary towel. But maybe she was feeling tired and she wanted to stand her duvet that day. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really get the costuming, but her costuming in the national final was a bit boring. So I get them trying to like make something a bit more fancy for the big competition, but still.
They kind of swung too far the other way.
Yeah.
Like there's ways to do extra costumes that work. You can make an extra costume that looks good, and doesn't look like she's a Luther. So
Uh,
up next is the Netherlands with Claude C'est la vie,
this
which
was my mom's favorite song this year.
it was my mom's second favorite song this year. I think it did very well with the moms.
Yeah.
Um, and you can see why. He's got so much charisma and stage presence, and it's a nice song. And I mean, the song's about his mother.
Oh, is it actually? I didn't look into
Yeah.
the meaning at all. No, I didn't look into the meaning. I was just like always going off the vibes of that song because it is a very vibey song, you know what I mean? It's just like
Yep.
so it's one of those songs where you hear it and you just like start, doing that c'est la 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 vie. You always just like kind of start doing that along.
Yeah, it's catchy. It's really, really catchy.
It's somehow the best French song this year.
No, maman. I know you
Maman.
didn't like it very much. I loved it. It
Zero fucking points. Go back to France.
Okay. I'm doing the Lazara motion right now,
As was everyone this year.
which was iconic. Um,
Yes.
but no, yeah, Claude, I I want to critique the song directly rather than focus on the fact that it was sent by the Netherlands. Because it was sent by the Netherlands and it feels like a step backwards in terms of the Netherlands sending something that's extremely Dutch last year to something that's very palatable this year.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
I think it was always going to be tough following after Joost Klein, especially
yeah,
after all the shenanigans that happened last year. And I think it's like tough on a performance level as well. I could speak from personal experience. I saw Joost live after Eurovision. When he performed, Il Papa at Eurovision, or even with a smaller crowd when I was there, it was electric. He's just a good performer. He just captures energy really well. So with a different kind of song coming after that, it's hard, but I think
Yeah,
he
yeah.
managed it really well in his own way.
Yeah, I have absolutely nothing bad to say about Claude. I have nothing bad to say about the song or the performance. He was extremely talented as a live performer. Like,
Oh yeah.
I mean, most people, pretty much everyone who does Eurovision's good live, but like, it's the way he feeds off of the crowd and just delivers this amazing, flawless performance. Um, it's yeah, no, nothing bad to say about him at all.
I think that often when you perform to the camera instead of performing to the crowd, you run the risk of the performance feeling a bit shallow, but I
Yeah,
don't think this was the case with him at all. I think it was really, really good.
yeah, no, because it is a camera-centered performance, but he still acknowledges the crowd.
Yeah, yeah. I remember that was a big issue in 2023 that a lot of people were only performing to the camera.
Everyone was very tired and lying down the entire time, which meant that the crowd didn't even see them.
Yeah, exactly. We should also do a look back on, the other years sometime. We can get more into that at that point.
Definitely, yeah. Like, I mean, I just I'm definitely a fan of this year's vibes more than the last couple of years.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I was gonna make that joke, but then I didn't, you fucker.
I did it last year as well. Last episode as well. So
Yeah, I agree with that.
it's going to be running. Sorry. Moving swiftly along then to our next entry, which is Norway Lighter by Kyle Alessandro.
Mm,
I
mm.
He is so impressive. I like just setting aside the songs, setting aside everything else. That is a 19-year-old boy.
I was
He
gonna
is
say,
on
that is a
stage.
19-year-old boy. But that
He's on
19-year-old
stage
year boy
performing
can
for his country.
sing, let me tell you some.
Oh, Jesus. I like it's so much to deal with at that age, especially. Like I have nothing bad to say at all about him. Like, oh, absolute it's bravery as well. Being that young and going out on such a massive stage in front of the entire world.
Oh, that
Like,
must be fucking terrifying, yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's scary for anyone, but especially when you're so young, it's like, wow. There's no way to prepare for it.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. Fish out of water, really.
Yeah, and he handled it with so much grace, and he was an absolute delight.
It's like taking a fish out of water, but then that fish suddenly grows lungs, legs, and like performs a sick ass dance as well.
Okay, Darwin.
No, but the performance was really good. I like the little thing you had going on with the armor and the dancing and the fire and everything. It worked really well. The staging as well
Yeah,
was all really good.
that last riff coming up into the final chorus was delivered so well.
Oh yeah.
I need to critique the song because that's my job.
Is it
Um,
now? Well, and I'm
yeah,
just here for the vibes.
you're here for the vibes. You're here for the vibe.
The vibe.
I love him.
Just the one.
Yeah, because he ate the other one. Remember?
Yeah, right. We clarified that. Silly me.
Okay, so critiquing the song by itself, it did feel a tiny bit generic. I don't want to say anything bad because I struggle to say bad things about people. But I felt the song was tiny bit. It just didn't feel very creative. I feel like Norway has sent more creative entries in the past, especially last year.
As is evident by the cut we had to do last episode, I don't really struggle with saying negative things about people. However,
Um,
I'm saving that because I actually really like the song. It is a bit generic. It is a bit, something that sure is a Eurovision Norway song.
yep.
But I think it's executed really well. I think I mentioned this earlier that like even if you have a simple concept, if you execute it well, it can still be really good.
Yeah,
And I think
absolutely.
this was absolutely the case here. It was really, really good. It was, you know, it's just a nice song that you can like listen to every now and then. It's nothing crazy, but like I think it is a huge accomplishment for a guy his age, and
Uh-huh.
I'm really interested to see where his like musical career takes him. If it'll take him back to Eurovision at some point, or just generally.
Yeah, no, it's a song that will launch a career. Like he has a career outside of Eurovision.
And I wish him all the best. He seems like a sweet guy.
Moving on to an artist that's already launched her career from Eurovision, is now coming back. It was Justyna Styczkowska with Gaia for Poland.
Technically, the oldest performer this year. I mean, technically the oldest guy is Kole from Albania, but I think as a solo performer, she is the oldest. I think they're the same age anyway, just like a month or a few apart. And I guess it's kind of funny that we're going from the youngest to the oldest.
Yeah, like I mean, although Justina is the oldest member of Eurovision this year, she has just delivered this amazingly powerful, lively, active performance that most people half her age wouldn't be able to physically pull off.
Oh yeah, I'm very very impressed with the dancing and everything. It's see, here's my problem, especially with the final performance. I liked it, but I think it was a bit all over the place. You have the very many different dances that feel like they're like multiple choreographies kind of stitched together. And then, you have that one part where she just like flies, and then there's also a dragon. And then she also gets out a violin at some point out of nowhere. And it's like, it's a bit messy. It's good still. Like the song and the performance is still good, but I think it's a bit all over the place.
Yeah, no, I get that. But at the same time, I felt like it came together. I felt like it was like, although yeah, it was kind of all over the place, it still delivered this really engaging performance from start to finish, and especially with Justina's vocals, which are fucking perfect. Like,
Yeah, hitting those vocals while like spinning like a Beyblade is crazy.
no, yeah, no, it's absolutely crazy. Like the way that she just, yeah, she was so active and yet so stable. It is really difficult to make a stable note when you spin, when you make any big physical motions. Moving on to our next country, it's Portugal, Napa, deslocado, which finally clicked for me when I was in Italy.
Right. Why? Specifically when you were in Italy.
Because you have to be away from home to understand the song's meaning, I think. If you don't
Right.
know what the song's about, it's about feeling like you don't belong in the place you live in.
I don't know how to tell you this. I'm German Turkish. We have like 5 million songs about that.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't understand it immediately. I have been an immigrant. I lived in France. Like, I understand what it's like to not quite belong in a place. But like, I don't know, it took me until leaving the country again to really feel the song. But then I got it, and I almost burst into tears when I actually listened to the song again and properly sat down and dealt with the message. Because the story of the song is that the band is originally from Madeira and now lives in mainland Portugal, which they're two very different places, and you know,
Trust me,
it's
I
very
know.
easy to feel like you don't belong.
Yeah, Madeira is part of Germany.
Madeira is actually the fifth country of the UK.
Sorry, Malta. Madeira is actually the 51st state.
Do you have anything to add about this song?
I think it's very nice. I do think I don't want to call it boring, but it's one of those songs that I just kind of forget about when I'm not like thinking about Eurovision. Even when I am thinking about Eurovision, it's a song that I don't really think about a lot. But when it comes on, I think it's a good song this year because, as I said earlier, this year was very crazy and party and loud and in your face, and everyone had strobe lights and everyone was loud and aggressive. And this song was just like kind of like nice and quiet and gentle. And I think that was a very, very well deserved break for all of us.
Yeah, no, it has a niche and it catered to it. That's how a lot of songs did well this year.
I think that's honestly all to say about it. It's a perfectly fine song. I think your piece on it was, really put it into perspective, maybe for some people.
The next song is Tutta l'Italia by Gabri Ponte for San Marino. I definitely said right the first time and didn't have to go back 3 times.
This is also the first time we're recording this episode.
Yes, promise. You can trust us.
Yes, yes, yes.
If you have £3,000, I can look after it.
You said that like house. Give me your £3,000. I can look after them.
That sounds sexual.
Come on, kitten.
You wanted to phone us 3,000 times? Okay.
These boy preggers.
Yeah, you can tell how much we like this song by the fact that we're not saying anything about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say last year San Marino was my favorite song.
Yep.
I still actively listen to 1111.
Same.
But this year, I think San Marino is one of the worst songs, unfortunately. I just find it really, really just aggressively boring, unfortunately. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know. It
Um,
gives the song and the guy just kind of gives off the vibes of like, your weird uncle that's just like DJing at like the wedding. You know what I mean?
yeah, no, yeah.
And I have a few friends that are DJs, and
Really? You're a trans woman in Frankfurt, and you've got DJ friends.
fucking targeted missile strike right at me, why don't you? But yeah,
Not
no,
wrong.
they're all very lovely people, all very talented people. I have nothing but respect for DJs, but it's just- I don't know, like the whole thing just kind of feels very underwhelming and kind of
Mhm.
boring, and I don't know. It got last place, I think, right? Like out of the things that made it into the
Um,
final.
yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's kind of a deserved last place. I just think it's painfully boring. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry to the three Gabri Ponte fans out there.
Yeah, which are probably none of them will ever find this because they're like, I don't know, too old to
Yeah.
know what Spotify is.
We're also on Apple Music, and we're also on YouTube.
Yeah, you check us out, give us 5 stars or whatever.
And you're already listening to us, so
Check us
please
out
give us
again.
give us attention, please.
Show us to everyone you know.
Yeah, do it.
Give us
Now,
money.
if you own a PA system, you should broadcast all of our podcasts at full volume on that.
Get radio equipment and, just beam our podcast right into space. Show it to the fucking Glorgle
Implant
dwarfs.
neural chips in everyone in your city and beam it directly into their prefrontal cortexes.
Wow, yummy. Also, subscribe to our Patreon. Only
We don't have a
$7 a
Patreon.
month.
We don't have a Patreon.
It's only
Today's honestly
$7
embarrassing.
a
We can't
month.
afford a non-existent Patreon.
Yeah, maybe someday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um, as you can see, we have a lot to say about San Marino.
yeah, we don't have that much
Truly
to
do.
say, but maybe we have more to say on the next song,
We
which
don't.
is
We really don't. It's Mila by Prince for Serbia.
um.
We don't have much to say. I'm sorry.
I mean, the two things that immediately come to my head when I think about the song is that the guy has really nice hair, like really nice hair.
Yeah, of course.
And also, why did at one point in the performance they kind of drag him across the floor? Like he's like a fucking
Oh, he was cleaning off the front.
like he's cleaning the dust off after France.
Yeah, yeah. It is. It's also a quintessential Balkan ballad. Pretty Balkan man sings at you for 3 minutes.
Yeah. This next song's called I Am Sad. So very, very sad.
Okay, time for crawl.
That was a Scott Pilgrim reference. I didn't even mean to sound like Tentacruel.
Elite ball knowledge or something.
The cheese melts in the oven. Eurovision melts in Serbia. Serbia crashed.
This is so niche. If you like music theory and watching an Irishman suddenly go insane over engraving software, you should watch Tantacruel.
Yeah. Shout
Let's
out
be honest, if you're listening to this
supporting
podcast, you probably already do.
supporting small creators shouting out Tentacruel on the sketchy ass show.
That's what we always do. That's
Yeah,
our job.
yeah. We did that
We
with
help
Hazel
uplift
last year.
people. Yeah,
Last
we
year?
uplift last year. Yeah, feels
Been
it.
so long.
We uplift small creators. That's what we do here.
Yeah. Wow, we have so much to say on Serbia.
It doesn't get better because next is Slovenia. How much time do we have left by Clemen?
How much time do we have left to finish this podcast?
For another 3 hours.
I will say I wouldn't say the song grew on me, but I dislike it less than I did when it came out. My issue with it at first was that the national final had a lot of, really cool and just cool performances and songs that were just like more to my taste. And I personally found that this song was the most boring out of those, like performance and song wise. Just like kind of don't really care.
Yeah.
But the final performance, it was nice. It was just like him, and then his wife comes out, and they, just it was kind of cute. I will have to say, I thought it was very
We
cute.
have Poppy on stage. Yeah, we know. We all watched
Yeah, yeah. They get sloppy on stage.
it. It was. I mean, I don't like the song. I. I don't think anything's wrong with Clement. From what I've seen, he seems to be a perfectly lovely man.
Hmm.
But I didn't quite connect with the song. I get it.
What
I
is-
just personally I can't connect to it.
Yeah.
I have the brand of autism, which means I have no empathy. That's why I have to be so nice to people all the time because I don't know what will upset them. Um, with that, let's move on to our next song, which is Esa Diva.
Ay!
Oh, I love her.
¿Quién es esa diva? This
Melody.
fuck melody. This song was really, really just good. Like
Yes.
I haven't seen a person trash this song. I'm sure not
Mhm.
everyone likes it, but like I haven't seen a person go out of their way to trash this song because it's just like it's good. It's a good performance. She's a good singer. It's one of those songs that like you listen and you just like at the very least you're bopping your head to it, you know?
At least everyone now knows that Una Diva es valiente.
Holy shit, I just found my vape.
Amazing.
I've been looking
Hey, you
for
want
this
a
thing for
jewel?
so long. Holy shit.
Hey, you want a jewel, bro?
Yeah.
You want a jewel?
This is the fruity one they have.
Yeah, I know. You're right there.
Oh man.
Okay, so
The fucking
um,
ADHD brain. Ooh, my jewel.
I
It's not a
have
jewel.
nothing
I
else
haven't
to add
stooped so low.
here. It was just a good song, and she's a good performer. And I wish she kept the hat on the entire performance.
Yeah, I think it was a good performance. I can't stop singing the praises, but I also can't really point to what makes this so good. It's just a good performance. It's a good song. It's just good. It's just very
Yeah,
good.
it's just good. It's good. It's enough slices.
It's enough slices.
Thank you. You can modulate your voice better than me. Moving on to, I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it's the most overrated song this year. Not because I dislike it, but because I think it got too popular. Bada Bada Bastu by Kai.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing here. You fucking you. Oh, I want to call you things that we can't put on the podcast. Like I. How do you not like this song, man?
I don't not like it. I just think people like it too much.
Well, yeah, they like it the appropriate amount, and like judging by the fucking final jury points and everything, people clearly didn't like it too much.
Okay, yeah, but the Eurovision fandom is a bubble, and it still came fourth.
I think it's a really, really good song. It's just fun. I think it's just a jam, man. Like, it's one of those songs that's just like it's not a joke entry, but it's a fun entry, you know?
Yeah,
It
I
has
get that.
fun with, the stereotype of, oh, Scandinavians and the sauna.
Yeah, but it's done playfully by people in the community.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a mean-spirited joke at those people.
Yeah,
It's
unlike
like,
some other entries this year.
yeah, unlike some other entries from that region.
Yeah. No, don't call it that region, or else the Estonians are gonna get really happy that you accidentally called them Nordic.
Yeah, what I should have called them Russian.
The previous statement does not constitute the official views of the Euro Review podcast.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I'm not saying that it isn't fun. I'm not saying that it isn't good. I'm saying that I think that Sweden is overrated most years. I think Sweden sends a song that is like would do okay if any other country sent it, but then because Sweden sent it, it's the best thing in the entire world. I wanted fucking what's it called? Dolly Style. I wanted Dolly Style. It was fun.
Yeah, I understand, but this song is also fun, you know? It's a
Yeah,
good
I don't. It's
song.
fun. It's not bad. I've got nothing bad to say about it. I just don't
Yeah.
quite like.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
quite get
yeah.
why everyone likes it so much.
Because it's just good, it's fun, it's nice, it's also, this is a thing that, like, if songs that are fun aren't necessarily good, but this song was really good. Like, it was just a good song. I think it was fun. I keep saying that it was fun, it was fun, it was fun, but it was just very, very fun. Like the staging, the performance, the little dance where they put their hands behind the head. Even the postcard was just like really fun with them like going to wrestling.
I mean, I get it. I get it. I do. But
Yeah,
equally,
clearly you don't.
I don't. Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm revoking your Eurovision superfan card.
Fuck
We're
off.
editing the description. You're a
No,
Eurovision super hater now.
I'm not a hater. I
Yeah,
don't
you
hate
are.
it. Up next, then, is Switzerland Voyage by Zoe May, who I love, but this was not her strongest song.
Yeah, but was it 0 points? Not her strongest song?
Absolutely not. But it was
I
good.
think her song is the biggest evidence to the fact that something was like weird with the voting this year. Because, like, you're telling me this song that was one of the songs projected to win gets 0 points from the public vote? Zero. Null. Nada. Nichts. Sorry, I find that a bit hard to believe.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Like, I think it's also evidence of the fact that the juries do have a role at Eurovision.
Yeah, absolutely. But I will say I thought it was a very good song still. Even if it's not her strongest song, she has better songs. I still think that it's a phenomenal song. It's a very alright performance. Like, her singing, of course, is really good, but the performance in and of itself, I kind of found a bit boring, honestly.
It was fun.
Like, it felt like, trying to do voila again, but
Yeah, without any of the sassy French.
it doesn't work as well because it's not a loud and impactful song like voila. It's just like kind of a woman.
The fact that it isn't a French woman also ruins it.
Yeah,
You have to be French to achieve a certain level of drama you need to make Voila work.
very French year this year.
Yes, it was. Thank God for the French. Am I right,
Uh,
guys? I think Algeria has some words.
I think half of Africa has some words on that.
Yeah, I have nothing else to add about so I'm
Yeah, better luck next time. Sorry.
sorry. Moving on to Ukraine with Zifferblatt with Bird of Prey, which was, I looked this up, my most listened to Eurovision song this year, somehow.
Really?
Yeah, I listened to it 65 times.
I remember this being your favorite at some point as well.
Yeah, it was. It's still in my top 10, I think. But yeah,
Which
really, I love this song.
I think we're gonna have beef here, but I don't like it.
I didn't like the staging
I
in
don't
the
like
song.
the song. I'm sorry.
I don't like you. Have you ever
uh,
considered being right about something ever?
I'm sorry, okay? Like, I was really trying to get into it, but I just don't really like it. I just, I don't know what it
I don't
is.
like you.
I don't know if it's the performance or if it's the song itself, but I don't know, something just isn't clicking for me. Maybe I'm a bit.
Something's not clicking in your head.
Maybe I'm just a
Maybe I'm
bit.
not woke. Okay.
Maybe I'm not woke, okay? Fine, you win with your woke stuff. That's what you want to win, right? No, but I don't know. I don't think it's a bad song. I can see that it's a good song, but it's just like not clicking for me. I just
Europe is tiring of the sad Ukrainian song about how sad and Ukrainian they are.
yeah. I suppose I just kind of miss variety from Ukraine. Like, I can understand that Ukraine, sends a lot of songs about being, dealing with the war that's going on. But I don't know. I kind of miss songs like Shum. Just kind of miss that from Ukraine.
Ukraine's such a culturally diverse country with so much history, and it isn't all war.
It's more than its shitty relationship with Russia.
But during a war, your culture becomes boiled down to being not the person who's invading you.
Yeah, which, obviously I'm not trying to I don't want to make it sound like I'm saying the Ukrainians should just shut up about being, invaded. I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I guess I'm a bit tired of that type of song a bit, but
Yeah, I
I
miss
don't
Ukraine
know.
before the war. I hope they stop being at war in the next 12 months.
I hope so too.
Just
Yeah.
for the Eurovision thing, nothing else.
Yeah, just for that. No, not because I want them to stop. I generally, am against
Yeah,
war.
generally, I don't really care about that. Like, I don't get into politics.
That's a controversial opinion these days, being against war.
Okay, moving on to our last country, which is my country, the United Kingdom, with Remember Monday, with What the Hell Just Happened?
Would you say that German? What the hell
What
just
the hell just
happened?
happened, guys?
Was ist gerade gehappened?
um, I can say that the song was everywhere in the UK. It was literally unavoidable for about 3 weeks up to the contest.
I liked it.
Everyone seemed to either really quite click with it or they really thought it was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, but I think it was a really good song. Like, I generally don't really like the songs the UK sends, but this one I really liked. I just thought it had a certain fun,
Pizzazz.
exciting energy to it that I just could really vibe with. I really vibe with. Sorry.
Yeah, I really vibed with him, the one vibe.
Yeah, no, I thought it had a really fun energy that I could just vibe with, and I thought it was just nice. It was
Hmm.
not really. It was also a party song, but it stuck out a little more like the other ones, I think, because it's more like the vibe of after the party and, just kind of still being in a fun mood, with your mates.
I can say this is definitely the most British Eurovision entry in a couple of years. Um, I feel like it's so incredibly musical theatre camp because two of the women in Remember the Monday are West End actresses.
Oh, really? I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, I think one of them was in Six.
Ooh. Which one?
Was it Lauren? I think was in Six.
Which of the
Um,
six did they play? Do you remember?
I think she was an alternate.
Right.
But no, yeah, I think it was fun. I think it was nice. I think it was robbed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't think it deserved the 0 points.
I'm not normally a massive defender of UK Eurovision entries because we do send a lot of duds.
You
But
certainly
just this
weren't, yes,
year,
last year.
yeah, don't remind me. Like this year was fun. It was nice, and I'm sad that Europe didn't see it that way.
Yeah, I feel like that's just part of the cause, unfortunately, with the UK. I mean, as a German, I understand the feeling of sending a good song and then still getting 0 points.
Yeah,
But
the songs we send just don't gel well with Europe.
yeah, but they gel well with you guys, and that's fine.
Yeah, and the girls had so much fun as well.
I
Like,
think that is a message that we can, kind of say going into the conclusion as well that, even if we didn't like some of the songs, or if we liked some of the songs and they didn't do well, I think the good thing about Eurovision is that at the end of the contest, you usually at least have a few songs you can add to your playlist, that you can just like listen to. And because like at the end of the day, this is a music contest that is, about showcasing different musical cultures across Europe and, maybe broadening your musical horizon a little bit. And I
mhm.
think that the contest achieves this every time.
Yeah, no, it's just fun. It was just fun. This entire year was so much fun. Like,
Very much needed fun after last year.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have the utmost respect for every single artist at Eurovision this year.
Yeah, I think we talked about this last episode a little more in depth, that we have big respect for everyone who goes through the fucking
Yep.
stress stream that is performing at Eurovision.
Yeah, no, like I didn't really know what else to add. Like it's just
I don't think there is a lot to add, honestly. I just think that maybe as a last thing we can talk about how we thought about the contest this year in general.
yeah, okay. So it was definitely a massively needed improvement over last year, as you said. And I'm like generally I've been a fan of a lot of the songs. I still think this is a weaker year than average, but like that's not any slight against any individual artist.
Yeah, I still think that even though this was a weaker year, we still got a lot of good songs out of it. And it was just nice to see, the Eurovision artists not so tense all the time, because last year was very tense. Again, this year, in contrast, was very fun. Everyone just kind of had fun, and I think that was very needed. Generally, I think that this year was a little mediocre, but that might just be because last year, I think, was a really, really strong year for Eurovision.
Musically and for nothing else.
Where it didn't go as well this year was
Yeah.
with the production. There was a lot of scuffiness with the production. However, that is something we'll get into next Wednesday, baby. Ooh!
Wow, crazy lead-in. Yeah, our next episode we decided on because we actually have started planning now rather than just doing shit.
Yeah.
Our next episode, which will be out next Wednesday, hopefully, if I don't die. I've been having a couple shitty weeks with my health.
Yeah.
So our next episode will be about the production of Eurovision this year, because it was a ride.
It was a big mess, but a big enough mess for us to talk about for like maybe an hour.
Yeah, we can get content out of it. Yay! Who cares it killed Australia? So that's all we have time for in this episode.
Thank you for listening to Euro Review and, enduring the jankiness of it all. We're still figuring out how to do a podcast and not just have us, in a little chat call together.
But yeah, that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for listening to this episode, and we'll see you next time. Thank you for listening to this episode of Euro Review. If you liked it, please give us a follow in your podcast app. New episodes release every Wednesday. We hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.